Back to the old stomping positions.
So, if we're on, hey, welcome to my channel. This is Jason's channel. This is Motorcoat. We just got back from tour.
You a theme song for your channel?
I use Ecto American a lot.
Hi.
That's cool. It's playing right now.
Oh, I really like this song.
You know what you guys should actually comment that you missed it.
We're not going to talk about that right now.
So, it is not necessarily my theme song though, but I do think it goes well with videos, and so Ryan and I are going to make some videos for the YouTube channels that we met with, Unity Open Heart Center and Lakshmi Bus, and we're going to use some of your music in each of those videos too. So
Cool.
Yeah, so just
You
keep
need-
putting the
we
little
got,
seeds
we
out
can,
there.
We can also record shit and give it to you.
No, we don't have any more room for that.
I guess you're right.
Well, we'll
always
just
say
use-
to people, and I don't.
Create custom soundtracks.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, yo,
We'll just
You
send
can
you
do it.
videos and you can play over them.
I'll get my synth. Whole ominous tones. Just to make cool pictures.
No, it's all good. Feel free to talk. But I would say, so we did your one-on-one interviews. Here's my feelings from tour was we had some shows that were duds, but that's going to happen. And we just won't book those places again, you know, because, why? They're obviously not trying necessarily, or we didn't find the lineup or whatever. But, there were some that were, A, you know, not C shows or, C plus shows. You had some A grade shows that went over really well too. It wasn't like you guys played great and there was no one there. It was everybody. I've only been on tour a couple times before, and people do have an element of gratitude towards the travelers, or if they're sharing in their experience, people will say you're great, even if they didn't necessarily think you were that great. They just want to, congratulate you.
Be
for
more
coming
honest,
in a way.
people.
It's too
Tell me I suck.
It is way too hard to be honest to strangers, though. I would never
But-
be honest.
Constructive criticism.
Sometimes I'm honest. obviously.
One band or one place offered you guys a residency for a month.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I don't know what to make of something like that. I feel like after we get through with what we're doing here with the videos, when you guys get your new album ready to tour it, that's what I'm assuming, that we'll be able to, I'm not promising that we can book a tour that's a leg up on the one that we just did, because the results are so random they can't be promised. I can't say that you guys are going to end up with a show better than Harvard and Stone next time you go out, or you're going to see somebody better than the number 44, or any of that. It might be all Ashlands if we take just random rolls again, right?
That's true.
Who knows? But you keep doing it, and I know I was trying to make this point in our first band meeting video, and I was I couldn't fucking bring it in, but the more of them, the more of these little chances you take, the floor just keeps raising a little bit. And the way you can mathematically determine it is the square root of the total amount of shows will be your best amount of shows, or will carry the weight. So people, you see these charts of the 1% of the rich or the wealthy, and they're look at this, fucking 1% up here, 50% down here, 99% down here. It holds true for music too, and individual experience, and literally any creative endeavor that produces something. If it produces something, the guy who discovered this discovered it through studying book sales, and it turns out that the square number of authors of all the total books written sell more than half of the books.
That's crazy. That's funny.
And then you look at individual authors, and the square root of the number of books that they wrote have their highest sales by a large percentage.
Yeah.
Everybody knows the one hit wonders one song, no one knows the other 11 on the album, or the other 30 years of their career or something. But yeah, so you get weird, just it's a mathematical thing. It doesn't mean it's purely math. It's just that math works on all of this fucking real world that we're experiencing, So you keep going out, it'll get better. So long as you guys keep trying, keeping it fresh, etc. I think we could book another tour real easily. Here's something I wanted to ask you guys. The first stop, I know none of you guys were excited about Salem because you felt like there weren't a lot of people there. But it was just the way that people were kind of like around the walls, and it's a big arena. We made over $106, and we only had a tab from the bar, basically. You know what I mean? Like, so at No Fun, we got like fucking $50 or $27, I think was our split.
At the end of the day, I feel like I kind of liked Salem because, like, I think mainly because I was in a good mood. But
okay,
So I'll do it again for sure.
it was like it was honestly a pretty nice place. It was just like the only problems I had with it was just like the whole event in general.
Yeah, it was
kind of
weird.
Weird lineup. We had like a better lineup.
A more, just slightly
And
more.
a better day. Sorry.
Well, because it's okay to have a diverse lineup, but it's like it could have been homed in just a little bit better.
Yeah, agreed.
And I really wish my pedalboard fucking worked for that show. And then
That's so funny.
and then the lighting. That was what got me, was the lighting.
The lighting
it's
in
just
there.
like the whole audience. lit
Fluorescent
up.
lighting.
So it was just lit. Yeah, it was lit up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So much.
Yeah.
It's like build the atmosphere just a little bit, and yeah, I'll play to nobody, but if the atmosphere is great, I'm gonna have a great time.
Right, I see. Yeah, well, I mean, there wasn't nobody, though, because I don't know what our deal was. Maybe it was 25%. If it was 25%, that means people spent $450 in there while you guys were playing. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's pretty... There's more people than it appeared to, because they were just, like, sitting in their booths eating pizzas and shit, you know?
Yeah, I mean...
So anyway, the reason I bring that show up is because the owner of the place was really impressed with you guys, and he gave us like all a big tab or something. We can all have this many drinks. You guys can order food, and then he gave me his card. His name was Jared, and he said, "I can help you guys book a tour because we have our little like circuit where the drag queens come through, I guess." And he said that he worked with, I can't remember the numbers off the top of my head, it was something like 16 cities or 22 cities. And he just like gave me his card. He's just like, just hit me up. And I turned to you and I said, Matthias, like everybody's going to go smoke. I go, these opportunities come up, but they're fleeting. Like you have to jump on this right away. If we call this guy in 2 years and say, hey, you know, back in 2017 we came through, do you still want to help us? He's going to have already helped some other band and either be on it with them or have been disappointed by them and is like, fuck it, I don't work with bands. I mean, whatever it is,
right,
you know?
Right. I mean, that could be something we even look at for like mid next year. After our album's out, like if we can like even book a tour before our album's even completely done and have it done by the time the tour is good.
Well, right, yeah, be booking it. Ideally, in a perfect world, we would start booking again like this month.
Oh yeah.
And be booking for March. And try to get onto one of these March festivals in California.
That sounds like, yeah.
And
Sure.
then book around that.
Should we like do the same kind of area, or should we branch out to different places? Maybe go east and then down, or something. Or is that even
If you're
worse?
if you're going towards the festival, I say we can try. I would say we try to pick up different cities, but Vegas we should always play because now that we've played and. It's not just, it is just that you played because now you've got down there, you've met the booker, he's seen you, he knows what you're about, and so we'll be able to get, we'll be able to at least get a parallel gig to that, which is $200 guarantee, which isn't a lot of money, but that's like a few days of gas money in
And
the
there's
van.
a lot of people there too.
Yeah.
A lot of really open and receptive people.
I will try.
Who also bought merch. So
Here's the thing about your guys' music, that it's not that I didn't know it before, but you don't really know it until you see it happening over and over again to different kind of people. And that's that you guys got some kind of like, people don't talk over your music, but they're not, as Plucky said, they're not annoyed. You know what I mean? Like sometimes a punk band comes on or something, people are like, oh, what am I even doing at this bar? or whatever. And it seems like when you guys are up there, like at the Harvard and Stone, you know, they have this fucking whole U-shaped bar or whatever. Like everybody's just sitting there watching the show, drinking their drinks, like really enjoying it. And we saw it happen at other clubs. Like you guys have got at least a little bit of like some kind of like loungy vibe that people can actually just hang and chill with and enjoy the show. But you're not like a lounge act. Your act keeps changing. So every time somebody goes like, oh, they're this kind of band, fuck 20 seconds into thinking that, you're hammering away like this, and they're like, what is going on? And then he's up here playing fucking like an Indian fucking, he's trying to tune a snake out of a thing or whatever, you know? And you're like, oh, what is going on, you know? So, and then as soon as you start to get settled, here comes Alex running into the stage, or running off the stage, and people go, is he wireless? Nope.
No. Oh, I just got strangled by a car.
Yeah. What show was that it happened? Vegas?
With the random guy getting caught. No, that was Nevada City.
No, when it actually came out.
That came out. Didn't come out in Santa Barbara.
It was while I was still there.
Was it
You know what you gotta do?
No,
dude?
it was either Vegas or Long Beach or Harvard and
It
Stone.
might have been Long Beach, at least.
I might have been Vegas.
It was. I don't remember.
I actually think it was Vegas. I thought it was Vegas.
Maybe I don't remember. I just like I'm so in my world on stage that like sometimes I don't even notice people just not.
I remember it happening, but like honestly, it's all kind of pushed together at this point that I don't even fucking remember. What
Every
exactly
day it's like the same.
Yeah.
But it's not, but it is. A lot of breakfast burritos. Okay, so I think I revealed this to Matthias in the one-on-one interview rooms, but one of the things I thought, like, what can we do better on the next tour is I'm going to invest, if we do another one, if I do it with you, I'll say, you know, because I'm not officially your band manager. I kind of did this project for my channel, but it went well, and I think it would be easy to book the next one. Nothing's easy, but I think that it would go smoothly, because this one, it was a lot of like, I was just sending everybody your lava tube video on YouTube and one video that I recorded from my phone at Bunk Bar. And I was like, that's who who these guys are. I'm working with them. These are the dates, basically, is what I was asking. But now we're going to have tons. I mean, and we're going to be able to, with just the images we have and stuff, we'll be able to like make your social media look more structured. I was telling Ryan, depending on what you guys actually want to do, we could invest a little bit of money into a Facebook ad, like maybe $200 or $300. It seems like a lot, but it will boost your Facebook likes to a couple thousand. You know what I'm saying? And then that doesn't result necessarily in real fans, but it's like it's a reflection when the bookers are looking at your stuff. They look at your page, you know, they look you up, they see what's on there, and if it looks like you're just a bunch of guys who don't know what they're doing versus like somebody who has some representation or something, it just you have an automatic bias as a human being. Mm-hmm. You're like, oh, these guys are trying. They actually have.
Should probably get a website too.
I was thinking about making a blog for this last tour, which could serve as your website, but literally lining up pretty much, well, you know, all of this, not all the stuff we've done, but like I've been posting each video on YouTube, every show that you guys did, every band that you've played with, I've been cutting their set, putting it up, putting the name of the place, and what city they were from. And I haven't done too much more with that because I've been tired and it's only been a few days and it takes a really long time for the computer to work. But I intend to do more, but I would like to put that all on like one YouTube channel, basically, or sorry, one blog, right? This was our stop on this day, here were the sets, and then share it, you know, on our normal social media. When people come in to click on it, they might look at 2 or 3. They might look at you guys once or twice, but then they might see another band or something, or a venue. Who knows? Who knows what it leads to? But it'll be a website, and we could put up just general contact information.
Yeah, we can even post updates and shit on that blog.
Start making a mailing list, which is not fun to do, but like
Yeah.
literally that's how you keep in touch with your fans.
Sure.
And I read I'm on mailing lists, and I appreciate it when it comes through and somebody's like, "Hey, we're
even
playing."
like send pictures of shows on it so that people be like, oh, that's me.
Yeah, you can do all kinds of stuff from there. So, I would be down to do another one, and we don't have anything to aim for quite yet, but like in the next week or two, maybe we should talk about it again, see if there's something lined up. But so Vegas, we should probably always be able to book with 3 months notice, probably from now on, period. And Vegas is the type of town, so going back to what I said about your guys' act so far, and you discussed keeping it, Matthias discussed keeping it fresh in our like private interview, always adding new stuff. I think that really works, and I think I'll aim for a $500 guarantee in Vegas, but like those are the type of, you guys do have the type of music that can scale, into bigger kind of like lounges or club kind of stuff, and get paid. I think a Los Osos guy was $150, and he said he'd give you more next time. I know the show, I got to call him, and ask him, talk to him about what happened.
Yeah.
Not that something bad happened, but I just want to call, touch base with them, tell them that we came, and, hey, we were up against the World Series game, but we want to come back next time through, or the next time after
It
that.
was honestly a pretty good place. I mean, even for that being like a Dodgers game, like what was it, like Wednesday, Thursday? I don't know what day it was.
Los Osos was Friday.
Oh, it was Friday.
And we got local info though of a potentially better spot to play.
And there's a lot
too.
of really nice people there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it was. The whole event was lovely. Just a couple of the members from Cali were like, "Oh yeah, there's also this place in San Luis Obispo where if you went there, it'd be a madhouse."
So that's the other thing. Like, it's close, but it's a different town, right?
Yeah.
San Luis Obispo. And
It's like
then
10 miles or something like that.
back to Salem, we got the one guy on the one hand who says he can just help us book a bunch of venues. Like, I'm going to call this guy, I'm assuming.
See, like,
what's his deal?
See what
Yeah.
other things, what other acts he's done.
It's definitely worth looking into.
Or
For
what
sure.
the venues are. Well, I bet we could just look up one of these drag queens and then find the flyer. But I think you guys should go to play Bellingham again.
All right.
Didn't you guys have a good show there?
No.
No?
No, unfortunately not. Like, unfortunately, it was a Monday night, I think, and it was rainy,
Okay.
and it was just like, it was at a good bar, but there's not that many bars down there, so it's like,
Okay, so you
Yeah,
guys
pretty-
didn't have a good show there.
all right bar. It was like, there was like a few people there. I think there was definitely more people. There was more people there than there were at Old Nick's.
So,
Yeah.
then where? Old
At
Nick's.
Old
Nick's.
Nick's.
More,
It's like a-
more than just the one
Yeah.
bartender?
I mean, the place that we play, we know the benefit about Bellingham is that we know places what places typically have a pretty natural draw.
Uh-huh.
And like the one that we played was one of them, but like I said, it was Monday and it was raining.
Hmm.
It was like not ideal.
Okay, well maybe not. In my mind I thought I remember you guys saying you had a good show there. But another thought I had, well, I've had a lot of thoughts about the Hollow Sidewalks tour stuff that I had thought about. One of our ideas, because they couldn't get a lot of time off of work either, was literally hire somebody, like if we were going to take a guy like Ryan or something on the road, would drive the van and the gear from Portland to New York. Everybody flies out, well, maybe it doesn't have to be New York, but, to the East Coast, and then tours back. Because then you don't have to do a loop. You can just do a
Right.
straight shot.
Oh yeah, and that would take. You could probably do it in like 8 or 9 days.
It adds the cost of having to fucking get the flights, hire somebody to run the thing, but like that's how you can get the East Coast if you don't have time. Another idea I was sharing with Michael was the Midwest, because once you're
Yeah,
in Michigan,
definitely the Midwest.
Wisconsin, all that's just college, Ann Arbor, Eastern Michigan are 25 minutes from each other. Detroit's like 40 minutes from there.
Chicago's only like a couple hours away from Michigan, right?
4.5 hours from Detroit.
Nothing.
Yeah, it's nothing. And I could book at least one show in Chicago. And Iowa, I could book like 2 shows, maybe.
Go down to like St.
But it's
Louis and
easy,
stuff.
because you like Madison's only a couple hours from Chicago. Milwaukee's an hour and a half from Chicago.
I've been told several times by other bands and stuff like that like you definitely should go tour the Midwest.
I would love to make that happen, honestly. Like, that's a great idea, too, having someone drive down the van. We could even just play, like, a localized cluster, and then we fly back.
Yeah.
Because, like, round trips tickets aren't that much more expensive.
They're not bad.
Not
like
bad.
You can fly to Chicago sometime through Spirit, and
Yeah.
I mean, if all of your shit is in the thing, you don't need to bring a bunch of shit. Like, sometimes you can find a flight from Portland to Chicago. I think it runs April through September, and it's like $50 to $80 each way,
That's
depending
nothing.
on like the day.
Yeah, that's like really lucky. I've never been able to find a ticket that cheap.
I fly all the
Chicago?
time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. You
Yeah.
probably know better than I do. then.
Spirit.com. It's super
Spirit?
cheap.
That's
yeah.
crazy.
And they have direct flights a lot of places, but the Chicago direct flight only runs April to September.
Yeah, and even if you pay, I mean, sometimes you have to pay like $350, $250 to do that. But like in the grand scheme of things, if we're going out and we're touring, playing like 12 shows in that area,
Yeah.
that's worth it. In my opinion.
Get an Ian drive the stuff out.
I definitely probably want more than one person doing it. So they can do it safely.
Yeah.
We got a lot to think about, though. Honestly, I think, because that went really well, and like everybody wanted you back, and everybody was like feeding you where to go next.
Yeah.
And there's some places that are never going to be good. Like, I think that Ashland will probably like never be good.
Yeah.
If you got invited to come play Ashland and it was a reason to go, I think definitely.
Yeah,
to
that's a
just
different
stop
case.
there on a tour stop. I haven't ever seen anything good come of it personally.
Yeah, me neither.
There's a good band down there, 100 Watt Mind or 1000 Watt Mind. But Nora burned them. Like, she was like, book us a show and we'll book you a show up in Portland. And then they asked her for the show like every 3 months for like 2 years, and she just never did it.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
So okay,
So here's another thing
Yeah.
we could be thinking
we
about.
could probably.
Well,
Sorry, go on.
no, I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves. I'm just thinking,
No,
like,
that's fine.
wherever you want to tour through, you can get back on what you were doing before, finding bands, right, in towns. But instead of asking them for a show, asking them if they're going to come here. And you don't have to play with every one of
Oh,
them that
sure.
comes through. So I was telling Nora too, you know, it's like, you don't have to book every show and play with them. The band just wants to come. If you can help them put 2 bands on the bill and put up a flyer,
I
you
wonder
know.
if there's like a good fucking place to post that. Like, I guess you could.
There's not.
And you could do like we could post a thing on like Facebook on our band thing. Just like if anyone. That's the thing is like our Facebook doesn't have that many followers, and probably none in like the Midwest. We'd be like, if anyone wants to play a show in Portland, we'll get one together.
Well, maybe, but it also, I think it's better if you kind of do what you were doing before and actually doing the digging yourself.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because the Salem show that was kind of so improperly curated was off of a Facebook group. A guy posted, hey, I'm booking shows in Salem, hit me up. So I hit him up, and it turns out probably the other 2 people on the bill also just hit him up, and he just
Right.
threw them all onto the bill, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's how that
That's
probably
what
came
he
across.
said.
He probably didn't even look, because the closer played for 7.5 minutes or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, he should have just went up after the girl
Yeah.
for 7 minutes,
Yeah.
and you guys should have just rocked the house and burned it down.
Yeah.
Me and you went out to smoke, and then I went in to go see him, and he was off.
done. That's so funny. That was like honestly Salem. I thought was pretty memorable.
No, still, I thought it was a good night there. The Airbnb lady left us a nice comment too about how respectful we were, and like how hope we had fun at our stuff and all that stuff. Yeah, she like left a long message.
Nice.
I don't think I can pull it up, but I know you guys want to go back to Harvard and Stone, but their guarantee is like a flat $100 every time,
Yeah.
which is good, you know. But like, I don't know. I'm not saying like we're ready to get more, but some of the cities that you've touched in, you don't have to play the same place twice.
Oh yeah, no. That's like the nice thing about somewhere like Los Angeles is there is a huge cornucopia of places to play.
They're hard.
They're hard, but we're harder.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's like with a place like Harbor Stone, it's like a back pocket thing because we were shown so much respect there that
And it is the place to play, I think.
Yeah, and it's like that respect for me. I'm always going to reciprocate to them for that. So like, say like we can't play, I'd be like, well, this band is trying to come through. You should definitely get them going. You know, yeah, just referring, keeping up referrals and stuff like that, and keeping connections like that. If you can't do it, you know, just refer or something like that. Because there's a billion places to play in Los Angeles that I think we could do as well. Vegas, I don't know. That's
No, Vegas will do better.
weird ass fucking town, man.
No,
That was so
I'm gonna go
weird.
for a $500 guarantee in Vegas next time, and it'll be one of those bars that was like right outside the hotel as you were walking towards like the casino areas or whatever. You know what I mean? Outside our casino, but like towards the dome. There's like a block stretch with a bunch of bars and a pizza place. Those bars will pay $500 on the weekends and give you a hotel
And we'll
room.
get like probably a pretty good draw if we're like right up there off the drag strip.
I mean, yeah, but you've been there before too, so the promoters will help you.
Totally.
And it'll, in a town like Vegas, they pay, and they also will like give you drinks all night and shit too. I don't know what our deal with the Velveteen was. They maybe just gave you 2 drink tickets.
Yeah.
We'll send a Michael's
Luckily we
parents
had
there
great
every time.
Michaels.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Michael's dad was our tab.
We'll get your fucking parents there every time. Like, Dad, I'm playing a show in Vegas.
Oh, we'll
be right there, bud. I mean, on one, so
They couldn't drink through the drink tickets they got anyway.
yeah, right.
That was one.
Well,
time.
because who had to drive most of the time? Me.
Dude,
Where was that?
I
got-
offered,
you got
Harvard
sick
Stone,
boy
they had,
here.
like that
I
full.
offered to drive.
You
I
got
went to
sick
get-
boy passing out before we even leave the venue, and then we got him who runs away with the circus.
I
but-
could have driven so many times. I probably did. I drove a decent amount of time. I don't even remember.
It just usually when it came down to like
Yeah,
getting in the car, I was like, oh shit, I'm the most sober. All right. So I knew that was going to happen after a certain point. I was like, all right, I should only have one beer and see where this night goes because I'll probably.
Except for Salem when he got way too fucking drunk.
Yeah, you're like,
Yeah.
That's when Matthias
I
drove.
drank a shot and I got too drunk.
It was horrendously pathetic. But
Yeah,
it was-
how did that even happen?
I don't because I didn't eat food like all day.
The guy bought us around, right? The bar owner
Yeah,
or
he
something.
did.
Yeah, and I think we all got a shot.
And I drank a beer as well.
We
so,
got a beer and a
on
shot.
an empty stomach, and then I'd go drive the
He was
van
like,
around the
"What
block.
time
And I
is
was
it?"
fucked.
I drove the car. I think I'm too drunk to drive.
It was so fucking
So I
stupid.
drove, and I was like just as drunk as he was. Maybe not. I definitely.
Don't admit to drunk driving on camera.
I was just as sober as ever.
Well, I'll ask Ryan because he's here. We kind of talked about maybe setting out again, maybe in March. We talked about your festival, maybe having some slots. Is it possible, or do we have to run it by Tommy, or is it like a
That's
sure
possible.
thing? Or
Yeah, we'd have to talk to Tommy.
okay,
Yeah, it's totally possible.
so is that
I don't know.
clear air,
Kind
clear
of-
stars, or
Yeah. I don't know what kind of pay with a lot of the, well, it's Desert Stars.
desert stars?
A lot of the underbill, he just gives studio time to,
Yeah.
so.
Would be
But
about
yeah.
What is
Any case,
Tommy
he's-
Dietrich's a good producer. What did he? I know he did 2 songs on Hollow Sidewalks, but do you know what bands he's worked with that these guys would recognize? Tommy.
KRS-One,
Wow.
Hamburg from Blondie.
He's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, he's worked with all sorts of people.
Does he do Warlocks or
recently.
Black Angels or any of that?
No, Black Angels does something over in the UK, I think, actually. But the Warlocks, it's possible. he has. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, anyway, if he gives studio time, even if it's for 2 songs or something, or
Pretty much all the current psych rock bands.
that's a very fair trade because it's way better than $100.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But so that's near. Okay, so that's obviously not in, and let's not ask Tommy necessarily right now. Let's think about what we want to do for like the next week or something.
Yeah. And he likes to book the headliners first before he starts filling it.
Oh, okay.
Too, but
For sure.
I'll
Okay.
do that.
Well, it's a big festival.
I'll keep you all on the top of the list.
Yeah. So then, if we, do you know an ETA on when that might be?
I believe it will be March 28th and 29th.
Okay.
Right. A week after South by.
Okay, a week after South by. You guys should play South by.
I'd love to play South by Southwest. I would do anything to go play South by
All you have to
Is
do is
South
drive
by, is
there.
there like a festival or is just a bunch
The
of
entire
shows?
city is
It's the entire
festival.
Right,
city.
because I heard it's like 1,000 different places,
Yeah.
like 1,000 different shows.
It would be like if every.
That's kind of what we're planning on doing with Desert Stars this year too. It's
Okay.
going to be in like scattered throughout the town.
Okay. Oh, okay. So then, yeah, there would most likely be at least one slot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd love to do South by.
South by. So South by
Like
would
12
be like.
shows in 8 days.
It would be like if Portland, every fucking business in Portland, every venue, everything was just like, we're gonna have live music from noon until midnight for the next week, every day. And so, fucking, you walk into No Fun, there's a show. You walk into Blackbird Pizza, there's a show. You cross the street
That's
over
pretty
here,
cool.
there's a show. And it's just
the shit.
And so you go
It's
and
the
you go,
coolest
oh,
thing.
we're gonna play Blackbird Pizza at noon, and then but at 2:30 we gotta be up at Mississippi Studios because we gotta play for 30 minutes, and then we're crossing the street and going over to a Chinese food club and playing at 8, and then we got a late night show over at this club, and you get tired because you're like hauling your gear
Yeah,
around the
dude.
town,
I
you're
get
playing a
tired
full
for one
show.
show.
You want to play as hard as you can at every show because everybody there is like industry people.
Yeah,
Not that you're gonna get your
networking.
gig, but like you don't want to be the deadbeat there because
Right.
there's hundreds of other bands all
I
just
think
going
the Black
for it.
Lips have the record for most shows at South by, and the shortest amount of time was like 16 shows in 4 days or something like that.
I mean, that doesn't sound like the record. It's probably like 16 shows in 2 days is probably the record.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, but it's like people do just literally. There's shows on the street. Every fucking vintage store has a tent set up in the back with a band playing.
mean,
People
that's
are giving out free food. There's free beer. It's like a whole citywide thing.
That's how Palm blew up.
They
People they went and played South by, and they got ranked like the best band to South by because
Yeah.
just burned it down.
That's awesome.
People don't like it now. I haven't been in a few years, but
I've
people didn't
heard-
like it when I was going.
I think that I've heard some negative things recently about it.
Everybody's got negative things about everything now.
It's
I
too
feel like I
corporate.
know someone who like played there and they were like, I think they were
Wham
just-
Wham,
I think
they
were
still
just-
pay to
honestly,
go to
they were just,
Lollapalooza
like, bitching
that
about
was sponsored
playing-
by Bud
playing
Light.
Too many shows. I was like, whatever, dude.
Right.
Play, sorry, you had to play like 2 shows. And
Sorry you had to go to Austin, Texas and play live music all day.
Yeah, oh, and woe was you. Yeah, I'm so
I think
sick
I
of
think
that.
it would make a difference though if like if we could play South by and get like obviously I'd be thankful to play it anywhere in South by, but if we could get like venues like
That's why you
like,
play as much as you
oppo-
can.
as opposed to playing like I would rather play at fucking No Fun than like Blackbird because like Blackbird never has shows.
But that with South by, that it's all out the window because
Because I'm sure there's some places that get more of a natural
Yeah.
draw than
Well,
others.
and at South by, it's just like there's so many bands flooding the town, and it's just good to find a slot anywhere.
You just-
Yeah,
yeah,
Okay.
and that's why you usually do as many as you possibly can.
And there's
Okay,
just
I
thousands
remember
of
that.
people. Like
I remember just doing.
you can't even move. People
would
are like all
love-
going down the street.
I would love to like play for so many shows that I was like I like couldn't do it anymore by the end.
Your arm falls off.
I'm just like I can't play.
We'd have to bring a cot for him.
Can't find the record.
Just cot you everywhere.
That's a shame.
So you can
Well,
have-
hopefully it wouldn't be sick.
Yeah, fucking
Um,
Sick McGee.
Hell yeah, man.
Cool.
So, I think our tour went better than expected for me, in my personal opinion, better than I fucking set out to hope for, kind of. The high tension shows came through. There were some misses, but everybody held their shit together. Michael was sick, but, you know, you weren't, like, dragging anybody down necessarily. You know, like, some people can be sick and be like, we can't go to the next town until I go to the hospital or something, you know.
Well, I did send his ass to urgent care.
But didn't, like, make us, you know, off schedule.
No,
in any
Matisse and
way.
I went and ate Tommy Burger, then ate
Yeah, that's
donuts and drank
ridiculous.
coffee and stuff like that.
I
Have you guys
remember
been to
that.
Super Deluxe?
Yeah,
Yes, I have never been.
it's alright.
Oh, the one that's around here. The one that's over there.
It's not worth the
now.
wait in line, that's for sure.
The waits are over, I heard.
What's
Yeah.
the deal with Super Deluxe? What's their shit?
They're trying to have an In-N-Out type model, In-N-Out burger.
It's pretty good. I mean,
They claim it's In-N-Out burger like, but you can tell that it's not, and that it comes with crinkle cut fries.
see, the thing is, we have Little Big Burger, like,
I like.
They're almost
It's the
100 people.
same owner, yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh,
pretty.
wow.
why
But
don't
I
they
do
that?
like Little Big Burger.
I love Little Big, dude. That
Yeah.
place is legit. They give you so many fries.
And the
fries
ketchup's
are-
so good. The
Oh
fries
yeah,
are
their
good.
ketchup is the best.
well, they
have
give you as
the
many
best
fry
fries.
sauces
I
as
think
you
they have-
want.
They have the best fries. in my opinion.
They definitely do.
All right, if you guys would like to pay us Little Big Burger, we just need a little tour funds here, a little $20,000. We got a lot.
I can grease my mustache.
Pay in
baby.
truffle fries.
Yeah, truffle
I'd
fries.
be,
I'm
I'd
good.
be quite happy.
We will bring your truffle fries
Truffle
all
mustache.
down the California coast faster than any Hooters.
That's the cool thing about fucking Little Big Burger is that their fries are even good, cold, and gross.
I never got them past room temperature. I eat them while they're hot.
Yeah, it's hard not to.
I'll just sit
I
there,
don't
yeah.
remember why, but there was like leftover fries one time I came home from work and they were cold and gross, but they still tasted amazing.
Did they put some kind of flavor in
Truffle
it?
oil.
Truffle oil.
Oil?
Yeah, and they just salt the shit out of them too. That's good.
I go.
It was like the best thing ever.
One time, it was like a long time ago, we were fucking craving that shit, and we were like, let's go to Little Big Burger. Went in there, and they're like, it's Customer Appreciation Day, your burger's free.
That's awesome.
That's tight.
For how many times I've been there, I should get a free burger.
I haven't been there in a while.
That's funny, it's
Actually,
like-
now that I think about it. It's time to go
Your
back.
burgers are
It's
just
in
like
the free stuff.
tight.
Lighthouse Tavern over on the 30, like by the St. John's.
Lighthouse?
Clinton. Yeah, they on I think is it like Indy 500 day. They like the bar owner just pays for everybody's drinks all day.
On the
Oh,
Indy
I'm
500
so
day?
excited
But
about
I think
it.
I know what you're
Jesus.
talking about.
Ballin'.
Yeah.
I think it's like the. I never. I mean, I think I'm.
Let's drive to St. John's, get drunk, and then
It's
not
on the
get home.
30 going to the bridge on the opposite side of the river, right?
It's on the west side.
Yeah, the opposite side of the river. It's like you're driving up to St. John's. It's like on the way to Sawby's Island.
Yeah.
It's like, I think it's, if I'm still on thinking of, it's just like a dive bar.
I'm sure it is if it's on the west side.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I won't keep this going for too long.
I think I speak
Because
on
I'm
behalf
tired
of
too.
everyone, Jason. That I think we all thought you did a spectacular
Both
job.
of you guys.
We
Thank
would-
you.
we
Getting
would
in-
not have been
getting-
able to
getting
make this
Ryan
happen
in on
without
this.
you guys.
Thank
Yeah.
You
you.
did such a good job, like getting everything in order for the shows, following up with people, doing all those things that like we never do, that we suck at. Pretty much all we're good at is playing music and performing. We suck at everything else.
I was going to say an idea would be to follow up with
It's a lot to
every
juggle.
band that we talked to, we interacted with.
Okay.
Whatever. Just like send a shout. Like how this guy sent a little shout
Yeah,
to
that
us
was
right
great.
now.
That made me feel good.
Yeah, why not? I mean, how long does it take? You look up every band, you send them all out. It
Yeah.
takes you an hour and a half one day.
Also, like a lot of bands, when you meet them, are drunk, and they're like, "I love you. Let's fucking talk." And
Yeah,
you're like, "Yeah," and then you don't follow up. You're like, "Oh, I forgot."
exactly. I mean, how many times does somebody ask you who you played with that night at Bunk Bar? I mean, whatever. Just throw a random thing, and you'll be like,
You
who
can
was
mention
that?
Our bunk bar show is our best show we've ever had.
Alright.
You can
Was
mention
it
that
though
shit.
after this tour? Do you think it was
No,
our best show?
I think we have better.
We
but-
definitely. I think that Bunk Bar was very special.
It was like our best show up to that time.
I think that we had another one that was really good. Oh, that Kelly's Olympian show we had recently.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
That was also really good.
Yeah, that video was good, where you guys all fall on the floor, like in the clip.
Oh, I
Oh,
sat on Alex's face.
yeah.
Probably.
I never
That
saw that.
happened.
What?
That happened.
Somebody
His
has
mom,
a
his
good
mom was
video.
in the audience
Like,
too. He
like
saw me.
Kelly.
She saw me like put my butt on his face.
Hollow Sidewalks?
What?
Was it Hollow Sidewalks? Who'd you play with at Kelly's?
We played
That was with Dr. Something.
Doctor Something.
Oh, Dr. Something.
Yeah.
And it was, and then Jenny Rant.
Oh, Jenny, that's who it was. I know
Yeah,
Jenny.
she did like her solo set.
How was she? I haven't seen her perform.
She was like, it was her first solo set.
Yeah.
And it was like, it's like doing a solo set with synths. It's like really.
Synths and loops.
They like
It's terrifying.
It's like really hard to keep that. So there was like some mistakes, but overall, it was like I was blown away.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, she used to be a fucking singer.
She's still a great singer.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
right, yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Yeah,
she has a past of being like almost professional singer.
Yeah, I mean,
she's from Iowa.
I believe that. I believe that. I believe that.
We got somebody here at the door, probably asking Ryan if he's gonna vote.
I already voted.
Are they voted too?
Vote, everyone. Always vote.
Oh, maybe
It's
it's
too
post
late.
mates.
Hopefully,
They got a big old bag of food.
By the time you see this video,
Here, get in front of that camera with that bag of food. Give it away.
Give them a big burger.
Give it away.
Is that all fries?
Motorcoat loves luck.
Luck luck.
Luck Lab. Oh, I went to Luck Lab the other day.
3 a.m.
No, it was after my dentist appointment.
Just ruin your dentist appointment.
I asked if I could eat, and they said yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, let's see. Let me get my head straight and make sure that we can wrap up. Is there something I was supposed to do on this band meeting that I didn't do?
I think we got it all covered.
Did I tell you guys what my idea was for how to make the fucking meals better at the next one?
No, you didn't, but you told me.
Yeah. I'm gonna get a big cast iron pan. And so every morning we can just crack open a ton of eggs and just cook that shit
I'm
real
into
quick.
that. I'm into
Or
that.
when we land at a place, we can just throw a bunch of burgers or whatever, just stuff right on there. Clean it real easy, travel with one thing, and then we can eat cheap, you know? 'Cause,
Yeah.
I mean, we were spending $5 or $6 each on a breakfast burrito, which is a pretty good deal. Well, we could probably make breakfast burritos for 80 cents each or something,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And just like if we're gonna have longer tour, you know, 3-4 weeks, something like that.
Those
that-
$5-6 breakfast burritos add up over time.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
here's what I'm saying: we can A, do that, and B, maybe start to get like some guarantees and actually look for a break-even point, you know, or close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other thing, the tricky thing about bringing food is that you have to be really methodical about eating all of it. Otherwise,
Yeah,
it's
like
just
what can you bring? What's
it's-
even a good
it's
idea?
around-
You guys have
Sweet
anything
potatoes.
to bring?
Sweet, like potato.
Like nothing. You don't want to bring anything
Eggs,
also
eggs.
that you like
Kind of stick around.
have
hard
to do too
boiled.
much work too.
Well,
just in
even
case you don't
like
have it.
organic eggs, like you don't have to be refrigerated.
No, but you don't want to keep fucking eggshells all over your van.
Well,
Yeah, but we can get rid of the eggshells. It's
I
Well,
mean,
I mean, they break.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
no, you put
you
you
hard
hate
boil.
to bring a cooler. You need to bring a cooler, and then
Yeah.
like that, and you don't stack a bunch of shit on top of them. We don't want to bring too much because we can always buy food.
You
at
just
grocery
buy it,
store.
right?
That's why we just
Exactly.
buy food, but we just have to make sure that we eat like all the things that we.
But that's why I'm saying one pan, you cook up a dozen eggs, and you just cook them all right there.
That's why most bands take like a small little gas grill,
Okay.
little propane grill.
Yeah, that isn't a bad idea
Because you
either.
literally can just do it right outside your vehicle, even. Just take it out, turn it on, and start cooking immediately. Either way, either one, doesn't matter.
Parking lot kind of thing.
Yeah, I know a lot of bands that have done that. But yeah, I'm all for that because yeah, it's just you bring like I bought for this tour stuff that would last, and I didn't even end up using it, but which is good because now I eat it for a week. But like cans of black beans and stuff like that, you can eat them hot or cold, doesn't matter. They're ready to go. You can literally pop the can and start eating them. Something like that.
What is it?
Black beans.
Just out of a can? You just don't even cook them?
You don't have to. I mean,
apocalypse shit right there.
well, I'm the only one who goes camping in this group. It sounds like a
No,
real
we just
camp.
go glam. We go glam.
You go glamping.
You know,
I
you
go
can
real
just,
camping.
it don't have to be
Camping,
black
it's like,
beans
what's
if
that,
you're just
the
going to
white
settle out of
wine?
eating out of a can. They have a lot
I
of
mean-
stuff in a can.
Yeah, it's like, but I mean, like,
Mackerel.
that's something that keeps forever.
Ravioli.
Spotted dick.
You can, yes. Yes.
I was kind of excited about that.
Corn.
But the point is you literally can do anything with it. You can have it ready. You can throw it in the pan to eat it, or the pot, or whatever you have. You can throw it in with anything. Black beans go with anything, literally anything, and they're cheap as shit. And they're super filling. They're super good for you. And like I bought a ton of those, and I didn't end up eating any of them. But just like little simple stuff like that. And then, yeah, anything you want fresh, you just buy in the town at a grocery store that you want. And you just cook it all right then and there and eat it all. And then you're good to go. Because, yeah, if you have perishables left over, you're fucked.
Yeah, they
just,
just
sucks
go
people
bad.
up.
You might as well just start,
Fucking
yeah,
leak
eating at a
everywhere.
restaurant.
Also, it also killed a lot of time, us having to for the Oakland show or something, go get dinner instead of just having had food before we showed up. We wandered off. We all felt like we were gonna miss it, waiting for the pizza or something.
Remember
Yeah, I
that?
remember that.
We got back, it was
Back
fine.
to-
We probably got back right as the music started, or maybe their second
That was
song.
the worst pizza I've ever had in my life, too. That pizza in Oakland.
It was pretty bad, but I fucking enjoyed the shit out of it.
What did you get? It was all
Pizza.
mushroom, right?
That's why it was
Yeah,
bad.
it-
No, it was.
There's
It was
no
like,
meat on it.
It wasn't
And
just no.
mushrooms.
Fail number one.
No.
2, it had mushrooms on it. Fail number 2.
Mushroom pizza is usually
What are you
delicious.
talking
Yeah, it's just that pizza was okay. It did the trick, but it wasn't.
It was just
It was
canned
pretty.
mushrooms.
It was pretty unremarkable.
Yeah, it was just it was fucking canned pizza for all we knew.
Yeah, it might as well have
Oh, yeah.
been.
Dude, the place next door had handmade noodles. It was so good. I can't
We
believe
fucked up by not getting that.
That probably was a better choice. I
He
was
got
just
his
not.
food
I
way
wasn't really.
faster, too.
I wasn't feeling that food.
Like, I can't wait for this.
Because my stomach was not feeling that well.
Yeah.
I think I had some nerves and I just didn't think I could stomach Chinese food at the time.
Yeah, we were in.
Pizza, I was I was kind of.
You were next to a Chinese joint
Yeah, we
in
fucked up.
Oakland and you didn't go?
Yeah. It was we.
Oh yeah, you
Jason
went there.
went. We
I wasn't there. I walked outside. Nobody was around. I'm like, well, all right. I don't know where they're at. Well, I'm guessing we go back inside. I had no idea. Yeah, I didn't eat dinner that night either.
We were literally running back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna miss it.
So we're looking
Bad
at a
choices.
2019 tour. All right.
19.
Fuck yeah.
Well, let's start thinking about it, and then
What are we gonna do?
Yeah.
Work our day jobs the rest of our lives?
I say
Well,
we
that's the
start.
thing. It's if we want to make something happen, we got to take the next step, which is to do a tour again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get
Yeah.
a record out and do another tour. It's like
Do you think the record will be
Tour-
ready
tour
by
the album.
the end of March?
By the end of March.
Mid March.
Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah,
Mastered,
it's
ready to
definitely-
go?
That's like the earliest I want to, the latest I want to get it out.
Okay. Out.
Out.
Art printed out.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, because we're not doing it to vinyl, so yeah, we can put it out whenever we want. It's the sad thing about vinyl now is you gotta wait 6 months. Sucks, but
Well-
it's worth it.
Little Cloud. I don't think that you guys are necessarily their sound, but I know Mike. He says that he goes for a very specific psychedelic sound. Every album. I mean, very distinctive. But he has a rush order somehow. He gets them quicker because he orders so many, or he's a good customer or something. So
That's
if
good
you
to
go
know.
through a label, what I'm saying is maybe vinyl goes 2 or 3 months, not through 6.
Yeah, because we were talking about that, and he was asking oh, we should get vinyls made. I'm like, the only way I'll do that is if we got some
Okay.
support somewhere.
How about this? Little Cloud sells a lot of their records by, here's what they do. Mike on Facebook fucking plays the record, and he puts the camera on the record playing, and then he puts the cover behind the record player. So you just see the album cover, record player in front of it, album spinning, and you hear it coming through the video. It's not a live video, but he just takes a video of the fucking album playing, and he puts it out as a sponsored ad, and he sells records. We should try to do some stuff like that. Maybe we're not selling vinyl records, but we should make a video to try to sell something or get people on a list or get something, but it's a video geared for Facebook, right? It's not like showing Facebook this is what we did at a club, but his video is for somebody who's scrolling through. It's like watching The Fireplace on Christmas or something, right? Netflix has you can just watch the Yule log.
Yeah,
That's catered towards what somebody would put in their living room. People don't want to see a bonfire in their a video of a bonfire. So it's not the same. You have to think about the consumer too, or whatever. I don't know what it would be that we do. I'm not saying we copy Mike, but what I'm saying is we somehow make something YouTube ready. Also, I did upload one of your videos to your YouTube, or to your Facebook, I think Whale Tail, and it has a lot of views on it already. More than you guys have followers.
really?
Yeah, I want to say it does. So
Shows how
I
much
think
I'm on our Facebook.
yeah, I think you guys need to probably cut the rest of the lava tube and just upload each song individually and just
It's already
let them
cut.
do their own thing.
Yeah, it's already cut on YouTube.
But just
All
so upload them to Facebook. There's more people on there. More people look at it.
Right.
Yeah, YouTube doesn't autoplay in people's feeds anymore.
Right.
Oh,
You gotta
okay.
upload to Facebook in order for Facebook to.
Right. Upload. You don't link. You don't post the YouTube links on Facebook. You give Facebook the video directly.
Okay.
It works a lot better. And
That
so
way people don't have to click through to actually see what's going on.
yeah. Well, cool. Well, shit. I think it was good. I'm happy that we did it. It was a good project for me to work on over the summer and the fall. I didn't hit any like frustration points ever throughout. Well, I guess the most frustrated I was on the whole tour was when that girl gave me her address and then my phone died because I knew that was going to happen. Just like I knew Jesse wouldn't come until we left. Like I just fucking fundamentally knew that. I knew that when she gave me her number, my phone was going to die. And so she was like, she could sense my doubt because she was kept going like, let me give you my Instagram account. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. And then she'd go, let me get your Facebook account. Maybe that'll be better in case there's a problem with Instagram. And in my head going, it ain't going to be a problem with me getting your message. It's going to be that my phone is going to die and there's going to be no way for me to see your message. She's like, maybe I should just text you my address. I'm like, okay, however you want to do it. Like now she's got me on like every social media, but I knew. Like I knew it.
And we got trapped on Piss Row.
Yeah, and then me and Alex goes, what's the address? And I go, click, and my phone turns on, and I go to push the button, and it turns off. And I'm like, here we go. And then I fucking was charging my phone for like 25 minutes or something, and it wouldn't turn on.
It felt like forever.
It was a really long
It felt like
time.
forever, but like an hour that we were waiting for your phone to charge, and we felt like we got there, and then we waited another like 15 minutes for them to even show up.
Oh, right, they
They
weren't even
were
there.
going to show up like hell late,
Where the
and
fuck
then
were
they
they?
showed up like way after us.
And me and him went to West First Street instead of East First Street. So we were talking to you. You're like, we're just gonna leave the van. There's no one around, and we're in like a theater district, and it's like downtown, and there's like everything going on. Yeah, we're like, this is not the best place to be leaving the car, guys. There's literally, I can see 20 people.
That puzzled me on the phone. I was like, what? I'm like looking around, like, dude, there's literally nobody. There's literally nobody around.
But yeah, let's meet in a few weeks and discuss what's next, and then let's start doing it, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I think that's proper, and then we're gonna get the Facebook looking better. We're gonna have more material to send out to bookers. We're going to have bookers who know you, or bookers who know you. Oh, you worked with Brian in Vegas. I know him. Yeah, I'll book you in Phoenix or something like that. It works that way. Oh, you guys played Harvard and Stone and No Plucky. Yeah, we'll book you in San Diego. I don't know what, but I'm just saying, like it. Once you now, all of a sudden, you'll be kind of like. It is weird. You meet people like a Perva or Eric, and it feels like everybody already knows them that you know or something, you know?
I mean, those were such huge gifts. Because, like, especially with, like, Apurva and them.
Apurva.
Like, because you already knew them, right? You knew Eric already. Like, those are huge gifts for that tour. Like, I probably told you in Drunk Stone Ramblings how appreciative I was, but it's so true. Like, that stuff is huge to make that tour more successful. Like, we go to Apurva's and she's blasting Jefferson Airplane, and they're like, here's all this stuff. Are you hungry too? It's like, holy shit.
That's just the expanded West Coast
Fan-
music scene.
music
yeah,
family
or
whatever,
He's
yeah.
the one who put those shows together before I was even on board. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
and
Eric
you just happen
I
to know him, yeah.
And Eric, same, when he was like, he comes and stays at my house, you know, when he's on tour. So Matthias came through. You guys must have been out of town, but my Dallas Teens played on this back porch on Labor Day. And
That was out of town.
yeah, and then Eric was staying with me, and he's like, what dates do you need? And then he called Apurva. He was like, this band needs these dates, you know? And she couldn't do it. and then she could do it, and then she couldn't do it, and then she did it, and then it didn't, then it fell through because there was another band, and then magically that date was open for us, and she pulled it together, and it sounds like it was one of the better shows on the tour.
Yeah,
was a lot of fun.
definitely was.
It was a lot of
Good
fun.
energy.
Yeah, and they know about being on the road a little bit too. So yeah, they have shown incredible hospitality. Pizzas, Eric had pizzas and like the whole beer stocked up.
It was,
White clams.
it was funny.
White-
We hosted
white
a band.
claws.
We hosted a band from Denver not that long ago at our house because we played at like the Hawthorne Hideaway with them. And I asked them, I was like, "Where are you guys staying tonight?" They're like, "Oh, we're just gonna go drive like an hour and a half outside of town and go camping." I'm like, "Dude, it's midnight. Like, just come stay at our house." They're like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "Yeah. Like, there's plenty of places to sleep. If you need food, we got food. Maybe."
We made
But-
some waffles.
Yeah, but like they
Still
couldn't
have that
believe
waffle
it, and
mix.
they're like, "Yo, if you're out in Denver, let us,
Ew.
or if you want to play Denver, let
That
us
was like
know. We'll
fucking
get something
months
put
ago.
together."
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So we can book Denver. That doesn't seem that, you know what I mean? If Denver's. I'm trying to think of like what's on the way to Denver.
Nothing.
Montana.
No, it's not.
Kind of.
I-
Like Phoenix and Albuquerque
Maybe.
on that.
If we did Phoenix,
Yeah,
I'd want to go down to
Denver.
Tucson though.
It would definitely be tricky because I think that the Midwest is a good goal.
I do too. Because it's Colorado's spread out, but like once you get, say, to Chicago or something, you can go 6 hours in any direction, and in those 6 hour drives, you're gonna be passing 6 hours in any direction. You're gonna be passing like 6 towns. You know what I mean? That have a college in them. I don't know if they're all bookable, but like Madison's bookable. Milwaukee's probably is.
Minneapolis.
Minneapolis, I know the girls are from there. Candace, so
Yeah.
they could always help book a show for me there. They're always really nice to me. So
I've never seen Candace.
they're playing this month at Mississippi Studios with Deep Valley. You should go to that
I
show.
should check them out.
Deep Valley's good too.
I remember when they played at Nora's old place like 4 years ago, and I missed it. Like,
4th of July.
yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah, I was still there too. I booked that. Is it?
You did?
Yeah, I think. Were they Candace yet? There is.
No, they're ISIS still.
Oh, they hate that. You know why they changed their name from Is to Candace?
Because everybody started calling them ISIS. I
No,
bet.
because people. Well, yeah, but because people were like following them on Facebook and like saying they like wanted to join the group and shit.
Oh shit!
They're like, we already have 3 people.
Yeah, they're like, we really like what you guys are doing. We want to join the cause.
It's just like, we're narcs. You're going to jail.
Yeah, when they announced their tour name, I was like, or their name change, I was like, what is it? The Taliban?
The Taliban.
Yeah, that was good. I love them. So Madison. Oh, I think Michigan would be super easy to book too.
Yeah.
Because I went into a place in like Eastern Michigan, and it was just kind of like a shitty punk bar or something. But like everybody's drinking. There's just a lot of people there. The bands all sucked.
Yeah, I mean, there's like, we could probably get it matched up with some good artists in somewhere in Detroit. I have friends in Michigan, like a ton of friends in Michigan.
And I know a lot of people in Chicago, and I've done very little booking there, but I've booked a few things here and there, so I do know a few people. So we'd be able to get Chicago easy. I don't know. I think we could do 2 weeks in the Midwest, no problem. I just wouldn't want to do it when it's cold.
Yeah, definitely not when it's cold.
I'd say
And March could be
like
cold.
early summer is honestly like perfect in Michigan.
But then no one's at school.
That's true.
Exactly.
March isn't going to be too bad, I don't think.
I don't think so.
Could still be snowing.
It's true, but it could honestly still be snowing in June in Michigan.
Doubtful.
You never know.
I mean, it
After
could be,
before.
but I would say if we do a Midwest tour, I would say aiming for like, I don't know, I didn't go to school. When do people like get geared up to do like their final runs, or like when does it cool down and people start partying?
Uh, it's basically a burn the entire time kids are in school. It's
Okay.
I know that like I know some places in Michigan end school fairly early. Like I want to say they end almost like instead of end of June, it's like mid-May, end of May.
Wow. Yeah, that is pretty early. But okay, I'm just thinking DeKalb, Illinois is like an hour and a half from Chicago. That's a great college town. And then some of these college towns in the Midwest, people party, man. Like they want the live music to come. They're out to drink. It's not as subdued as some of the towns here. Oh God! And then up here in Oregon, when it starts raining like this, I can't even stay awake. Like not even.
Dude, I fucking feel you there, man.
I'd have a Red Bull just to get out here.
Like on Saturday, these guys went to a party and I was like, I'm gonna go to the party, and like an hour later I was like, I'm gonna stay home and watch a movie.
Yeah, I've been staying home. I've not done like anything. I've just been sitting at the house. And it feels great.
It's so good.
I can't wait. I was like waking up every day 9 a.m. on tour. I can't even do that though. I just sleep.
I have to get up so fucking early tomorrow. But you just reminded me about that.
All right. Well, on that note, I think we've said it all.
I didn't mean to cut it out.
No, I know, but it's a good place to end, right?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching, and if anybody did,
You made it through that full however many hours that was.
it was probably a long time. Hours.